2-minute warning. What's going on? Thank you for joining us on another Thursday night edition of 2-minute warning Fury Pick'em edition. I'm Josh Shim, your host, as always, joined by the godfather of 2-minute warning football Fury. Joined here, Timothy Spooney. How's it going tonight, brother?
I'm ready, man. Shim, listen. You've been getting me on these picks, man. You've been getting me. It's time for me to come up now. It's time for me to step up and come up and win this week. I feel it. I'm feeling it.
All right, let's do this. All right, man. We're going to start it off Thursday Night Football. As always, we have the Seahawks at the Cardinals. And the Cardinals have been playing better than I expected without Carson Palmer. But that's also not me saying they're a good team right now. Seahawks lost a blunder last week, and that was in large part due to Walsh not being able to make a kick to save his damn life. And for the Cardinals, I just see this as a season to make Adrian Peterson and his fantasy owners happy, and for Larry Fitzgerald to quietly rack up on his stats before riding off into the sunset. Other than that, Cardinals fans really have nothing more to do than to count down the days until David Johnson's return. As for Seahawks fan, they're just praying Wilson can make it to next season without any serious injury while they hope to shore up that line after this year. But regardless, in what used to be such a good NFC West matchup, I'm taking the Seahawks in this one tonight, Tim. Despite my ritual of taking the home team, Seattle 24, Arizona 13.
Listen, my quest for me to start winning starts right now, Shim. See, the Seattle Seahawks, a very good team, don't get me wrong. They're not the same team, in my opinion. They're still trying to find that, how you call it, identity in running that football. They usually use like 4 running backs. My God, 4 running backs. I'm not sure how that's going to play. Seattle Seahawks, not the same defense that leads you to boom. I will say leads you to who. So with that being said, now you traveling to Arizona. Yes, Carson Palmer is not there, but you got Drew Stanton as a quarterback. You got Adrian Peterson. You got Fitzgerald. You got John Brown, Jerron Brown. You have a pretty good defense. I think Drew Stanton could do a good job managing this game. I think the receiving corps from the Arizona Cardinals could really get on that Seattle Seahawks secondary. So with that being said, even though the Cardinals offensive line ain't that good, I still think this team is at home, Thursday night, party time. Arizona is warm right now, sipping some good drinks. I see the Arizona Cardinals with an upset.
Okay.
21-20 at home.
I got you. Let's take it to Sunday. I don't know if Hobbs is going to be my friend after this. But we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. This is a Saints team that's firing hot on all cylinders, Tim. And they're going to travel to a stout defensive team in Buffalo. Hey, the part that worries me about Buffalo is they're too one-dimensional when it comes to that offense, though. We've talked about it numerous times on Fury. If it's not LaShawn McCoy handling the workload, it's Tyrod doing his best Russell Wilson impersonation. The fantasy numbers look great, but to the football eye, he's just a talented athlete playing the quarterback position right now. Until the Bills have a serious pocket passer at the helm, they will not succeed deep into the playoffs. I'm sorry. This is also about the time the Bills start showing their true colors. Look for the Saints team to play well, as they have game planned well against good defenses all season long. And it doesn't hurt that theirs is coming up the shore, huh? This time of year, huh? New Orleans taking it 7 straight, 24-20.
Hobbs. Speak Hobbs. The Buffalo Bills lost a good one. I mean, they lost a bad one at the New York Jets. But with that being said, Hobbs, I feel the Buffalo Bills learned their lesson. It's a new team now. Kelvin Benjamin will be making his debut. Now, let's start off with the Saints. they struggle with the Chicago Bears, Shim. The Chicago Bears and Trubisky at home. Now, I've always said when Drew Brees and the Saints, they are Superman at home and Clark Kent on the road. But because you didn't even play like Superman last week, you played more like the Tick. You know what the Tick is? The Tick is a goofy superhero cartoon character that just get under your nerves. That's what so traveling all the way to Buffalo, they're going to be on the Buffalo Bills' nerves, but the Buffalo Bills are going to stomp over that Tick. I got the Buffalo Bills winning this game 17-14 on home. Watch Kelvin Benjamin fantasy. Watch him.
Hey, interesting. Hey, Hobbs is going to be calling one of us on Tuesday next week, and he's going to be yelling at one of us. So it'll be a nice split we got going for us. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to take on the Chicago Bears. Sadly enough, man, Tim, I stood in here and I said I had faith in Hundley to come in and be a serviceable quarterback for the Packers. I wasn't praising him, saying the Packers won't miss a beat or won't even be able to tell there's a quarterback change unless you look at the jersey number. I just thought decent enough to work with the weapons presented and have success. But the offensive line injuries haven't fared well for Brett, and his vision and decision-making have come into question in his last game against Detroit. There's some rumblings about McCarthy and how that front office has been running things around there the past few years. This might go deeper than just losing Rodgers for the season, Tim. Are we going to see Rodgers in new colors for 2018? I got Chicago taking this one, 20-17.
Whoa! Again, UMW on Fury, we do not rehearse anything.
Tell them every week. Tell them.
What was the score against him?
20-17. The Bears.
You know what, Shim? Damn, we got to be in the same light because I'm like, the Chicago Bears gave a pretty good offensive team problems. Meanwhile, you got Brett Hundley coming into the fold with this team. They haven't got – it's like McCarthy is not giving any trust, any love to Brett Hundley at all. Hey, I'll give you a play. 4th and 2, you do a jet sweep to Cobbs. Mm-hmm. Where's Montgomery at? Where's Jones at? Why can't Brett Hundley throw it his rock? Only 28 attempts in passing. Hey, listen, McCartney, you don't have a defense. Remember that. You don't have a defense. But you know what? Chicago Bears don't have an offense, but they have a defense. And I think this defense will do exactly what they did to the Carolina Panthers a couple of weeks ago. I got the Bears winning 21-20.
Hey,
wow.
Okay, all right. I like where this is going. Not bad at all. Let's take it to the next game. We got the Cleveland Brownies. They're going to be going to the NFC North contenders, Detroit Lions at Ford Field. Once Joe Thomas went down for the season, that just seemed like the main headline to the Browns, just like their overall 2017 year. The only shining star of your franchise, a staple at one of the most important positions on a football team, a multiple-time Pro Bowler, and a future Hall of Famer goes down to triceps injuries after not missing a beat in 11 years, Tim. That pretty much just summed it up for me and what I thought about the 2017 Browns. I'm not sure if the Brownies will go winless, but I'm also not sure if this is a game where they'll capture that upset heading on the road to a Lions team that's received some resurgence from a big NFC North win on Monday night. Got the Lions taking care of business on this one, 32-18.
Wow. I mean, Shim, you know me. I mean, do I need to even say anything about the Cleveland Browns? I mean, you know what? Let me guess. Who's going to be the quarterback in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Wait a minute. You know what? Wait. Are they going to forget to bring the playbook? Just like to forget to put the trade in? I mean, what are the Browns not going to do right? I mean, hey, it's probably the best thing they have, and he's not even playing this game. this is a bye week win for Detroit Lions. I got them winning 35-0.
Just like that, damn.
That's it.
Just like that, cold-hearted. Just, hey, you gave him to us straight. Just right in the heart. Nice and fast, though. We're going to take it to the team coming off of the bye week, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to be traveling to Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Colts. And the Colts had a great win against the Texans. Hey, but that's coming against a team that lost one of the league's biggest breakouts in rookie Deshaun Watson. Best believe if that young man played against that defense, they would have put up more than just 14 on a suspect Colts defense who just released their starting cornerback Vontae Davis. So kind of gives you an inkling of where they're kind of going with that defense and that team overall. The Steelers have been playing great this season amidst all the headlines, social media distraction, and the personnel disruptions that have surfaced over the course of this year. And my trolling, of course. But I can't see this team not flying around the field, Tim, after a well-rested bye week. I got the Steelers taking this one, 32-22.
Well, Shim, here's the thing. I don't like the Steelers. Everybody knows that. I could care less about them. But they are too talented. I have to win this week. I have to get you, Shim. I can't go on hating.
Tell me. I know. It hurts.
Because you have Martavis Bryant, you got Juju, of course, Antonio Brown, Jesse James. I mean, Le'Veon Bell. The defense is playing very good. You have a lot and fresh off of a bye week. You're going to the Colts. Now, the Colts had a very good win last week. Brissett's getting better and better every game. And with the news that Andrew Luck, some rumblings that he may be done with football. He's not playing this year. The more Brissett plays, the more maybe sometime a GM can say, you know what? I could try to trade this man once he's healthy and keep the cheaper guy because the team is actually responding to Brissett. T.Y. Hilton went off for $172 last week. He finally became that receiver that we know, but of course, quarterback had to get better and better, and Brissett's doing that. But I believe Brissett will play this game good, but not enough to beat the Steelers. I have the Steelers win this game 28-24 at home.
Agreed.
Oh, and Vontae Davis, their cornerback, has been cut.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's another thing.
The next game, we got the LA Chargers. They're going to be traveling to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, Jaguars fans, you're welcome. Tim and I will take all the credit in the world, Tim, because as you know, on Football Fury, they need to give us credit in the world for helping the Gus Bradley get fired after last season with our constant chants of get Gus to the bus. You're very welcome, Jags fans. It's also time for you to return the favor if you put that firing energy into Ben McAdoo. But please wait until week 17 to channel that energy. Thank you. Back to this matchup. The Chargers are the best 3-win team in football, but the Chargers are traveling to the best defensive team in the league's house, and that defense has been styling on opponents. Calais Campbell leads the league in sacks, and hey, you can go ahead and tally about 2 or 3 more for that big guy. You got Jacksonville taking this one 28-15, Tim.
You know what, Shim? I want to play a part of the interview from Jalen Ramsey on AJ.
Sounds good.
I told him almost every play that he was weak, that he was soft. That demonstrate facts. He just couldn't handle the truth. It was facts. Told him that his time almost up. Told him that it was easy, which it was. He had 1 catch for 6 yards. I was just out there spitting facts to him. So, I pushed him every single play. We can go back and look at the film. I pushed him every single play. I told him to stop putting his hand on me. It's a run play. Don't even put your hand on me. So he put his hand on me. I pushed him again. He just fell because he's weak. He's small. Some people are mentally strong. He wasn't during the game. He wasn't mentally strong. I've talked to a few of his teammates afterwards, a couple guys I know, and they had been told me they was like, once AJ started talking back, we knew you had him because he don't ever talk. I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I do every week. I knew I had him to a point, and then the stadium kind of helped me out because right before we went out there, they showed the big highlight of me locking him down. His one catch for 6 yards. So.
I mean, we can say all we want. I mean, I'm gonna apologize first to James Cooper. I was one of the ones that said, I mean, of course, following the scout, that Jalen Ramsey probably be a better safety than a corner.
Okay.
Maybe that's something down the line as he gets old, because a lot of the great ones become safety toward the end of their career. This kid here got spunk. He got attitude. You're telling AJ Green he's soft. You're making him talk when he normally don't talk. That means you're getting him on. I mean, he's doing things to not from the play well. Now the charges come in place now, Shim. You got Rivers, Keenan Allen. You got Tyrell Williams. You got Golden. You got excuse me, what's the tight end's name again? That guy, the Hall of Famer guy. You got a lot of weapons. You got Mike Williams making a debut, the 6'5" rookie making a debut, and they saying there's going to be a lot of plays for him. With that being said, Shim, and don't get me wrong, I like the Jacksonville's defense, but they haven't played. They did beat the Steelers, a team where Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. When it comes to Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, this is a game where your offense got to score points too, because the defense ain't that bad, and the offense is throwing that football. With that being said, Shim, I had the LA Chargers winning this game 24-21. My message to Mr. Jalen Ramsey: keep up the good work, but you're not holding one player. Remember that. You're going to see a lot of plays in front of you. A lot of plays in front of you. It's an offense.
Okay. I like it. Next game, we got the New York Jets. They're going to be traveling south to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, the Jets played outstanding Thursday night against the Bills in their own place. And Josh McCown has been oddly good this season. So good that, as one of our special guests on Football Fury, Stephen Fogmiggs, has pointed out, he's 1 point behind Drew Brees in fantasy points. Their defense has so much confidence and pride right now, they're virtually dancing in between TV timeouts and huddles from the opposing team. The swag is real with Gang Green right now. Not quite a winning team, but they're showing more heartbeat than the 2-14 record most of us critics plastered you all with before the season even began. So compare that to a Bucs team who just had their injured quarterback instigating a fight leading to their star wide receiver suspension for a game. Not only the instigator, or not only that, but Jameis, the instigator hasn't even lived up to his hype after being in the league for his third season so far. It doesn't hurt that the Jets are 10-1 all time against the Buccaneers either, does it, Tim? So for that reason, I think for the first time all year, maybe, I had this it's the first time I'm picking the Jets. I think it might be Jets, baby. 27-17.
Again, 2MW Fury, and I repeat, we do not rehearse any of this like them other spots. Shim, we have the Jets visiting the No Crab Winston and the No Giant Evans. Wow. Deshaun Jackson, O.J. Howard, Mr. Bray, the small guy Humphreys, like Gary Blunt. I'm sorry. It's not going to be enough for that Jets young defense. Now, Josh McCown is doing a great job with the bunch of nobodies on his offense. And you know what? They like it like that. They love it like that. I see a homecoming for Austin Safari Jenkins, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer tight end, who's now on the Jets. He's going to say, you know what? I had a drinking problem, but guess what? After we win this game, salute to you. I had the New York Jets winning this game 24-17. Austin Safari Jenkins.
Nice. One field goal away. I like that. Let's take it to the next. We got Cincinnati Bengals. They're traveling to take on the Tennessee Titans. And, you know, the Titans, they're 5-3, but the way they've been playing would suggest they're a 3-5 or even a 500 team. What they do have going for them is, you know, a favorable schedule as they look to head towards a playoff berth. And what better way to continue that path than to go against a struggling Bengals team? I look for a close AFC battle here between the two squads, Tim. And coming from me, this hurts to say because I've been the one that's been praising Andy Dalton's a little bit of a resurgence since week 4 or 5 with that offensive coordinator, Bill Lazor. Just hasn't been panning out lately. And it's time to get rid of Marvin Lewis, Cincy. It's so overly due. I got the Titans taking this one 23-20.
Wow, Shim. I can't catch up to you, Shim, and we picking the same squad. It's not fair. But again, I have to go right. We still got some weeks left.
All right.
Bengals. What's going on? Where's the Ross, the 4.2 speed Nike signing guy from the combines? Where's Tyler Boyd at? Where's the Mixon special? I don't understand what's going on. I mean, the Bengals got a playoff team and just don't play. You know, maybe it's, you know what? It's not. I'm not gonna blame Marvin Lewis. You know what? I can't blame him. I know it's his responsibility, but I think most of his career as a coach and that team, he's been babysitting a bunch of players that can't act right during the offseason. A bunch of players that, I mean, you're doing things on the field that will probably get you banned from the NFL. Players too. So I think it's a bunch of babysitting. The Tennessee Titans now, they're coming better. They're getting better and better and better. Corey Davis, top draft pick in the first round, making his debut. I'm hearing some great things about him, Shim. Added with Rashard Matthews, added with Eric Decker, Walker, Murray, Henry. Oh my! And the offensive line. Oh my God! That Tennessee Titans offense is woo. Don't get me wrong with the defense. I gotta give love to Odori Jackson, first round pick out of USC, returning, and he's doing a great job covering. And again, the man of the hour, Wesley Woodyard, the middle linebacker on that team. My gosh, Shim, the Titans are ready for that playoff. They smell blood. Deshaun Watson is not on the Houston Texans no more, but the coach is not they're not in our field, and the Jacksonville Jaguars don't got an offense like we do. This is a start for the Titans to go for that division. I had the Tennessee Titans winning this game. Oh my God, 28-21.
Perfect. Let's take it to the next. Minnesota Vikings traveling to FedEx Field to take on the Redskins. And despite losing, Washington impressed me with their play. You know, on the road against the Seahawks defense. Kirk's offensive line consisted of personnel alignment he's never played with before in his career and managed to still go 21 for 31 in a winning effort. But they face one of the most inept offenses in the league as it rides all on Russell Wilson's shoulder. And the Vikings have a more efficient and sound offense to square up against. Hey, bye weeks don't hurt either, do they? I got the Vikings taking this one 27-22.
Again, 2MW, we don't rehearse nothing at all. Wow, Sim. This is going to be a record right here. Listen, we all know the Redskins won last week. But again, that's because the Seattle Seahawks get in their own way. They get in their own way. They was not supposed to lose that game, the Seahawks. But the Redskins won. It happens. But now you got a healthy Minnesota defense. And my God, Everson Griffin is probably going to be Defensive Player of the Year. He is racking up them sacks. He is getting to those quarterbacks. it's not even worth mentioning the other guys. This Minnesota Vikings defense reminds me of the old Seattle Seahawks defense. Maybe not as good, but just there. It's pretty darn good. Now, we got Case Keenum with Diggs. LaQuantrell was coming on. Okay, the running game, once it went down with Cooks, we got Murray doing a great job. They haven't missed a beat. Now, when it comes to the Redskins, still no offensive line. Still deciding Doxson, Pryor. Doxson, Pryor. Doxson! Wow, we decided to meet Doxson for the week. It's not going to work, guys. They should have had this situated before the season started. I had the Minnesota Vikings winning this game 27-24. Oh, my God.
Wow.
You see the score, Steve?
Wow.
27-24. Wow.
27-22. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, hey. Wow.
I like that. And it seems like Terrell Pryor isn't even an option anymore this season. He's just, as a fantasy owner who had high expectations for this guy, bum, trash, garbage.
No doubt.
Braylon Edwards 2.0, garbage.
Woo.
Let's bring it to the next game before I say more Bursara things about Terrell Pryor. We're going to take it to the Houston Texans, traveling to the Dome to face the, not St. Louis, but the Los Angeles Rams. This is just another reason to talk about Deshaun Watson's injury, though, Tim. If healthy, we would be watching a great matchup between two young and explosive offenses coming into becoming the face of the league. Now we get a surging NFC team in the Rams inviting the Texans and Tom Savage to come get destroyed in their house. Sadly enough, I don't see this being much of a contest. We could have had so much better if we had a healthy Watson. NFL injuries, man. Los Angeles Rams taking this one 34-17.
Shim, is Fogmeg here with us? You know, the Eagles fan. Is he here?
In spirit, I think he is. He's probably going to be watching later, though, so... Might have to watch what we say.
Okay. We have the Houston Texans, who was probably the hottest team in football. Now, unfortunately, Deshaun Watson's out for the year. I hope he has a speedy recovery going to the next season. But Mr. Savage here, they could not win the game on the 20-yard line. The team, it just don't have that no more. This is what Deshaun Watson gave the team. A young athlete on that team, a young quarterback that haven't seen play that good for a minute. And the team was actually having fun. Now it's like they're not having fun no more. They're visiting MVP candidate Jared Goff. #1 overall pick, not #2 overall pick. The man that nobody has ever thought, nobody predicted his team would be where they at today. They are the top the top #1 offense in the game. It's reminding me of the old Rams team with Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce.
The greedy Sean Turf.
I'm not saying this good. Torrey Holt, Ozzie Akim, Ricky Pro. Wow, I'm just naming them. I'm not saying they're better or as good, but for some reason, they're performing to that. They're getting close to that level. It's scary. Todd Gurley, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Mr. Sammy Watkins. Who would have thought the LA Rams would have been where they are today with that squad? Nobody. Young rookies mixed with he won't last in the NFL. And I'm talking about Sammy Watkins. You put them all together, and what do you get with the #1 overall pick? The #1 offense in the NFL. And the 3-4 defense they have is coming together together, led by Aaron Donald. I had the MVP candidate, Jared Goff, and his LA Rams winning this game 35-14.
Have we disagreed on a game yet?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
I think it's coming up. I think it's coming up.
I don't recall.
Maybe 2 or 3 coming up.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Again,
this is going to be interesting, though, because I don't know if we're going to disagree. Here we go. We got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. And, hey, you know, the Falcons, they've been everything but the Falcons from last year. This Cowboys team has been consistent, and Zeke hasn't lost a set since last season. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Falcons squad, whose defense will struggle to pressure Dak when needed. But news comes out. Zeke is suspended again. Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. But if he truly is suspended and he's not playing in this game, is that truly enough to deter me from picking the other side? Tim has a point. I'm going to be a realist here. Sometimes I show my bias, but I'm also like to think of myself as a realist. Zeke is a talented back. He's a top 5 running back. If he can run behind that line, I also believe the talents of McFadden and Alfred Morris can have success just as well. I have the Dallas Cowboys taking this game 28-20.
Oh, wait, what was the score again?
28-20.
Again to MW. We don't rehearse this. Testify, my brother. Testify. And you know what, Shim? I said the same thing. Do you think the court system is going to hold back the Dallas Cowboys? We're talking about the offensive line. Hey, the guys back there who didn't give Zeke anything. Zeke Elliott, he has a good offensive line. Well, I want you to keep that attitude. Misses the game because here's the thing. Alfred Morris, Rob Smith, McFadden. Hey, we got 2,000-yard runners and who had 1,000 yards with this line. Well, Alfred Morris didn't, but we all know what he's about. Rob Smith, talented kid, bigger than Zeke, runs like Zeke. Watch this kid. And you know what? I'm talking about another MVP candidate and Dak Prescott. My God. Everybody's getting hyped with Carson Wentz. You know what? Carson Wentz is a great thing coming up. Great quarterback. I'm a Carson Wentz fan. I just don't like him right now because he's the Philadelphia Eagles. But I'm going to give him his credit. But Dak Prescott, damn it, is doing his thing. Doing his thing. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not picking the Cowboys because, you know, what's behind me. But I say over the summer, when Kyle Shanahan leaves that team, the Atlanta Falcons will fall. You just can't. It's just not easy. Just replace a coach or somebody calling. Or just call it. It's not that easy. It's a lot of different things that come involved. And as you can see, they're not using Freeman the same way they used with Coleman, mixing. Now they're using Freeman for 3 quarters, maybe Coleman for 1 quarter. Freeman is banged up. Julio Jones with his foot is back inside, in and out. Matty Ice is becoming very kind of cold these days. And I don't mean ice with the football. I mean, like, he's cold. Time of year. It's former MVP, am I correct? Maybe it was the system is why he went MVP. With that being said, Shim, I had the Dallas Cowboys winning this game 21-20. Oh, my God. Wow.
Whew. We were on some wavelengths today, I'll tell you that. Next game. We got the New York Giants traveling to Santa Clara to face on the 49ers. Tank on for Saquon. Or is it going to be fall back, son, for Lamar Jackson? Either way, Us Giants fans, we're already looking forward to April 2018. I'm hearing rumblings through Twitterverse that Giants may fire McAdoo and name Spags as the interim head coach for the remainder of the year. Giants front office, don't do that yet. Keep McAdoo until week 17. We can secure that top 3 pick. Don't mess this up for me, Tish and Mara. Do not mess this up for me. I already got my t-shirt made. It cost me $16 plus tax. I got San Fran winning this one, baby. 25-13.
See, Shim, I respect your reason why. I really do, because if I was a Giant fan right now, I want my team to tank. I've been there before. I know how it was when we lost Tony Romo, and it was Matt Castle, and it was the other guys. I won't even name their names. Whedon. I wanted to bring all the young guys and just tank on for everything. I really did, because we know he wasn't going nowhere. And it did. I mean, you know, they put the young guys in, start over. We end up with Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. God bless. So I understand how it feels. But, see, the Giants could have did that. But last week, something happened that never really happened. No team has ever come into Giant Stadium and put up 51 points, especially the Rams, who are the first team ever to be last in scoring, now number 1 in scoring in 1 year. But you did it against the New York Giants. The Giants been a team of defense. Defense. I know if Lawrence Taylor watched that game last week, he probably wanted to go back to his old habits. No disrespect. I'm a big Lawrence Taylor fan. If Michael Strahan seen that, I like Michael Strahan. I respect the Hall of Famer. His gap went wider. Okay. These guys, these Hall of Fame defensive players, even I think Peppers and the other ones, was like, what the is going on? It was pride. If you had, I know these Giant defensive players back in the day are older guys now, in their 40s, I mean, probably late mid-40s, 50s, 60s. I know if they watch that game on the sidelines for like any type of celebration, yo, get me out of here. This is not what it is. Not only did the Giants lose, but you embarrassed the pride, the dignity of that team. You embarrassed the players who put on that helmet on that defense. And I'm sorry. I think the defense during last week, it knows better. Landon Collins was furious, and I like that. You know why I like that? That's the type of guy you want to be defense around, a leader. Landon Collins is the future leader. Hopefully, if the Giants want to re-sign him.
Agreed.
That's the guy you got to build around. There's nothing to talk about with the 49ers. There's nothing to talk there. What is there? Mm-hmm. Jimmy Garoppolo. That's you know what that is? Jimmy Garoppolo is, remember Jack in the Box back in the days, the toy where you ding 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 ding, you and the clown comes up. See, that's Belichick coming out. Hey, I got your draft pick right here. Jimmy Garoppolo ain't doing anything. It's nothing to talk about. Biff Hard, nothing to talk about. Carlos Hyde, he butter high. I feel the Giants will have a top 5 draft pick, but not yet. Not yet. I know you want that number 1, number 2, but not yet. This week, the Giants defense is going to perform and cream the lights out of that offense. Then they're going to say, you know what? Let's sit down, Eli. Let's start Davis Webb. Let's tank. Let's leave the NFL in a better note. And then the following week, we may tank on for Saquon. I had the New York Giants winning this game 28-14.
All right, New England Patriots are going to be traveling to the Denver Broncos. This used to be one of those matchups you would look forward to for the season. That is if Peyton Manning or any good quarterback for that matter was currently playing for the Broncos. While the good defense is still intact in Denver, that offense has been anything but good. I'm not sure C.J. Anderson exists outside of that one game this year, and Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. They're usually ending up on the side of milk cartons every Monday morning. The Broncos may collectively play better than they did last week against the Eagles, but is that really going to be enough to beat the Patriots? I got the Patriots taking this one 27-18.
You know, this questions John Elway as a GM. See, a GM's job is to go out your way to make your team better. He had the easiest assignment, very easy assignment at the right time when Peyton Manning was a free agent, and you signed him to get rid of Tebow. You signed, and that's easy. That was so easy. You signed Peyton Manning, you got the championships, but now Peyton Manning's retired. All you had to do was do the right thing. You're telling me, Elway, the guy you wanted to trade for in Kaepernick was available in free agency, and you stuck with Simeon, all right, who your bench. You re-signed Brock Osweiler, who only gave you 6 good games of his career. He reminded me of Kevin Cobb from the Philadelphia Eagles, a guy that the Chiefs went after because he gave him 4 games with the Eagles, and then a bust. Then you got Patrick Lynch. Rumblings coming out that he's not mature enough. So what was he trying to do? Well, did you even try to make an attempt to trade for a quarterback? Maybe AJ McCarron from the Bengals or something? I mean, you wasted a good defensive team because they're tired. They're very tired. This is why Philadelphia wiped them. Now you got Tom Brady. Oh, newsflash. The Patriots have re-signed Martellus Bennett. Wow. Getting cut and getting released because of an injury you didn't report sounded so fishy to me. I may be tired. And all of a sudden, the Patriots got their hands all over it. Wow. Shim. It's nothing for me to say. It's Belichick. They're laughing right now. I had the Patriots winning this game 28-0.
Tell me about it.
And in the Broncos' own house. Wow.
Good partnership going on there, huh?
I mean, what did Belichick do? Oh,
hey,
I know.
Hey, Martellus, this is Bill. I just want you to know, you could tell them something like, you just don't have this thing, and then just tell them you're hurt. Okay, call me when you get released. Okay, this is Bill. We're on to Cincinnati. Call me.
Oh, you know what? Because they might not want to be investigated with cell phone, Shim. They probably still have the old Nextel. When Martellus Bennett signed, he had the Nextel connection. Yo, Aaron Rodgers down. You know what to do. 10-4, Bill. I'm on it. My shoulder. I don't want to play no more. No.
I didn't tell you guys. I had bursitis in my elbow. Sorry.
You don't feel good. You don't feel good. Equality, though. Equality.
Come on. No, it's beautiful. It's on your way to your next ring after you forgot to tell a team about MRSA in your foot.
Oh,
what a wonderful league we have, isn't it?
Got a hemorrhoid. Shim.
I got a sports hernia in my vertebrae. I'm sorry I didn't report it to you guys sooner.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing it up now that Aaron Rodgers just went down with a collarbone? Don't worry about that. It's serious. It's all down my spine. I'll never recover.
Martellus Bennett went from Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, my God.
I pick?
He went, he's down. Wow.
What do I do? Oh, my shoulder. Friggity cribbers.
You know what?
Jiminy crickets. My knee too. Someone's got a voodoo doll on me. I just broke my aorta. What did I do?
Hey, Can this work in a Bengay commercial? Or how about Icy Hot? You can cut me now. I think I might be tired for football.
He's going to be on the Ace Bandage covers now.
Oh, my God.
I tape up with Ace. It gets you to a championship team in no time.
You know what, Shim? I would love to know how much did they sign Bennett for, because Bennett got his money from the Packers, and all of a sudden, $1 million. Sure, you know what? I'll come out of timing for you, Bill. I like you, Bill. I like Tom.
It's crazy the power the coach can have on players, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess Martellus Bennett will deactivate his Twitter account. Now he's a Patriot. You know, when he was any other team, he's a Patriot.
Yep. Yeah, he'd go right to his coloring book academy.
Yeah, and listen, didn't I recall him playing with injuries last year when he was with the Patriots? Oh, shoulder what? For you, Bill, I'll play with one shoulder.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow.
Monday night, let's get into this. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins traveling to face the Carolina Panthers. Another primetime game for the Panthers. And it's been a season kind of to forget in Miami. You know, the offense, it continues to struggle halfway through the season as they also keep that quarterback juggling act going. And after a Ajayi trade and other names surfaced in trade reports, Miami is simply just trying to make it through the rest of the year without any serious harm to themselves. This becomes more of a time where the individual looks out for themselves, like Jarvis Landry and them, than worrying about the team overall. With the point where they're at, there's really nothing to play for unless you're going to play spoiler alert for another team in the AFC that's kind of looking for a playoff berth. But other than that, I don't really see a struggling offense going to the Bank of America and playing well against a good Panther defense, Tim. This is going to be Carolina, 23-16.
Damn, Shim. I guess I might be tired. I might have to be behind again because Shim.
Oh, shoot.
I'm sorry. I wanted to pick an upset with the Miami Dolphins, but I just can't. It just.
I know.
Matt Moore. The running game looks garbage. Drake, what did Drake do? I'm talking about Victor Singer. I'm talking about, Drake the running back. Then, Ndamukong Suh. I mean, Ndamukong Suh had a nice hit. That was a legal hit.
More like Ndamukong who?
Yeah. So, I don't make sure as long as Cam's in the pocket and not trying to run, because that's lights out.
And then you got on the defensive end. Is it Cameron? Are you awake?
Yeah, he probably sleep. Yeah, he sleep. And then I don't get in. Jarvis Landry is like is back.
Lawrence Timmons is at the airport looking for his baby mama.
That's crazy.
Rashad Jones is okay, though.
It is. He's being responsible. That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, anybody is Junior Collette's not on his Miami Dolphins team, right?
He's a Redskin, I believe.
All right. Can anybody run as fast as him on that defense like he did?
Oh,
confidential. But going to Carolina, Shim, we have Cam Newton. I mean, the one thing I don't like about Cam, I don't know. You be the judge. Fourth and one, we're gonna punt. No! What are you doing? And, you yelling at your head coach. I know you got passion, but damn, Cam, like you wouldn't even wear a bow tie for him. You're gonna yell at him, and he said, "Don't ever do that again." And Cam, look, I do what I want. So, but going back, Shim, McCaffrey, Curtis Samuel played pretty decent for his start over Kelvin Benjamin. Right. Ed Dixon. Oh, wait a minute. Greg Olsen returning soon.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, wait a minute now. See that it gets a little better with that.
Yeah.
Greg Olsen coming back. That's a little bit much better.
That's at least 1,000 for Cam right there. So that helps at least 33% of his passing yards.
Right. That defense is pretty good now. Jim, I had the Carolina Panthers winning this game. 24-14. Oh, snap!
Hand on him.
Wow. 24-14. We don't rehearse this. We don't.
Wow.
No, we don't.
Wow, that's insane. 24-14, and I had 23-16.
24-14.
Wow. 3-point difference there. What is it? 4-point difference in another game, but 7 points in another game. What a week, man. Wow. Yeah, and yeah, like Tim says, I do this all in my free time, speculating, looking over stats, just thinking in my own head, the matchups, and Tim does the same. And wow. I got to go back and review the tape, or once Trisha, our lovely CEO of 2 Minute Warning, once she cuts up our mini tapes for the picks this week, I'm going to have to go back and see if we even disagreed. Maybe one game that we disagreed on. I think that might have been the Giants and 49ers. Other than that.
Oh, and the Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's it.
Oh, you picked the Chargers for the offset.
Okay. Seattle and the Cardinals. 3 games.
Three. That's it. Okay.
3 games.
What a week. Games. All right. Sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to the games this week. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in on a special Thursday night edition of Fury, for the Pick'em edition. Tune in Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be back, Tim and I, your co-hosts, and maybe have some special guests with us. And Sean should be there answering the lines for all you callers. So thanks again, folks. Enjoy the game tonight.